relax. I know you're tired. You feel like you're going to pass out. You've been working, but I can't stop thinking about this. I mean, now I'm hyped up now because I can eat later on. I got enough energy. And like I said, we got the customers taken care of. We got the orders going out the door. We got to contact other customers in a few minutes. They're going to be taken care of because we get things done over here. So first things first, my name is Kenneth Bird. My company is Crystal Edge Technology Screens. And how can I explain this? We developed the 2.0, as I said before, as a product to cut down on the scamming when it comes to screen paint products. Because a lot of these individuals who call themselves making these screen paint products can't seem to back it up. I'm going to skip my breakfast right now. This is something that has to be talked about. Get tired of these fake ambient light environments. Little lights pushing out from the corner, trying to make this area look like something that it's not. Depending on high-end projectors, much like a lady depends on her favorite pair of shoes when she goes out to dance. You people, at the end of the day, don't need to be making screen paint products. So how do we out these people? Well, we got demonstrations on the blacklist on CROWS1176, a fellow on YouTube who's known for scamming people on his screen paint products and not being able to back them up. Talks a whole lot of nonsense at the end of the day, but no back the products up. No batch numbers, guaranteeing the customers at the end of the day that their products, they can always go back to a test demonstration and watch your products being performed before it ever ships out and lands in their hand. Guarantee 100%. Tested. Our products are tested. 2.0 has its test demonstrations right in the shopping cart. You can click on, watch a 3-hour-long seminar demonstration of that screen being tested downstairs in the max out zone. Your environments are so dark, gentlemen, it's not even funny, but let's move on. Now, we've given them the challenge of the Network Grade 773, which CROWS1176 failed miserably. So bad that he decided to remove his videos off his channel and got caught doing it. Which means if you have acknowledged, again, enough to remove that video, you have acknowledged your product has to match. After going in there and preaching and carrying on and trying to make people believe that his product didn't match it, he removed it. And still, I hope when I go to your channel, I don't see that Cinemax scam paint up there. Because the Cinemax is a scam product. And the reason why is because on the blacklist, we have the video showing this man in a red hoodie bearing a receipt of the Network Grade 773, painting the screen down and then realizing he made an awful mistake and then try to get rid of the evidence. And yet you post this screen as if it never even happened. Now we have the new stuff. This is called the Microblend. Now the Microblend is really interesting. Like I said, it's a very light product, but it also has the ability to match other different forms of screen paint products if they're making a much lighter than the Cinemax or any other ones they're making. We've done these tests already. We've done multiple tests. We've done so many tests on the Slip Silver by Microblend that if you go and type in Microblend in Google, Slip Silver, we pop up. We're the first videos that will pop up under that product showing we have tested the product, tested the product, tested the product, tested the product. And not only that, the challenges that we gave to CROWS1176, which he still hasn't done yet. This is a product that takes very little time to get to your house. You can buy it on Amazon. The shipping time is extremely fast. So there's no excuses. We gave him a challenge. We gave him 5 days. We even went to his website, directly sent the link to him. Of course, it came with a bunch of curse words and carrying on, but usually that's what we deal with anyone when Sony can't back their products up. That's what they react to. Now, the reason why we're putting pressure on this guy at the end of the day, because this is something that needs to be done. These are people at the end of the day that are working hard, they're earning their money, and this guy is coming on YouTube and he's committing fraud because he's telling them something that's not true. So how do you out a scammer? You give them test. You challenge this product. Now, keep in mind, like I said, our products all have batch numbers. Every last one of my screens in here has been tested. I can walk through my house with all the screens fired up, even ones on the ceiling, and I can watch a football game. We've done that already yesterday. Can this individual do this? No, he cannot do this. Because we know how far his product can go. It can't be in a full environment because, again, washing out. So, has he tested his product against the Microblend Paint and Primer by Amazon? Now, He's charging $257 for his overseas customers for 2 quarts. A gallon of this is $46.76. He's charging $168 for 1 quart for his overseas customers. This costs $18.99, and if it's on sale, you get it for $17.03. Shipping will be free, by the way. He's charging for the 2 quarts, again, $257. 5 gallons of this will cost you $195, and the shipping's going to be free. And guess what? No custom charge. Now, our product, on the other hand, we're advertising. Why are you advertising this? Wouldn't this hurt your company? No, it wouldn't hurt my company because we beat the crap out of it. That's why it's on Google right now. You can look on Google. It's right there. Our product versus this, our product versus Network Grade 773, our product versus certified projection screen, our product versus white screens, our product versus white bed sheets, our products versus silver paint. We crushed it all. We did it on ultra short throw, we did it on long throw, we did it on low lumen, high lumen, inside, outside, done. All right, so we can advertise this because it's no threat to us at the end of the day because we can crush it. When the customer buys this, then he sees our demonstrations, he's going to want the best from his projector. No one says, I want the worst from my projector I can possibly get. They want the best for their projector. So guess what we're doing? By crushing this and advertising this is pushing more business in our direction because people are seeing the results of how cheap this product is versus Crow's product, who will not test it, and they're avoiding to buy his product and they're buying this. And then when they see the demonstration of our products crushing this, they buy from us. Business strategy. I've been in business for a long time, so you should know strategy at the end of the day. But at the end of the day, it's all true because we did crush it. Matter of fact, we're going to crush it again. All right, so I think in the review he did against the 2.0, our image was supposed to come up really dark. That's how it's supposed to come up. Funny, this product is lighter than your product, and it doesn't do that to our product downstairs at all, period. But the big question is Crow afraid to do the challenge? Because we gave him this yesterday. Yesterday I went straight to the website, of course, a bunch of idiotic nonsense as he always does, and went in, sent him the link where you can go buy the product. It doesn't take long to get it. You should have it by now. If we pop on his website, and we know he's not on his website. He never advertises any stuff to his website because, again, this may discourage customers from buying from him. They might just buy the product itself. That's why the network grade videos are not even there. No pictures, nothing. But anyway, getting back to the microblend. If we go to his YouTube channel, do you think we will see any demonstrations of his product next to the microblend? Now, keep in mind, I can't explain this enough. We don't want to see a hiccup. We don't want to see a slight hue in color or an off ivory white level or the black levels are off. This is usually what he says in his video demonstrations. Under the blacklist, we have 6 demonstrations from CROWS1176 or Jamie Fernando Gonzalez, who basically claims in these demonstrations that there's a difference, but yet for some reason these videos are non-existing because he got rid of them, but we have them. All right. And mind you, in all 6 videos, the same excuse. So let's go to his, let me see if we got it right here. That's us. Over here, over there. Now, we're used to getting from him the, memes and all that stuff. That's pretty much, this is how Crow does business. He can't basically, if someone challenges my product, I'm going to come out there and show you my product is the best. I'm going to knock everything out that my products I need to go against. I'm going to basically debunk your theory by beating everything that you basically say at the end of the day. I don't have time for memes and making all that stuff. People do that who have nothing else, no way to back up their products. That's all they have at the end of the day. Like, okay, put it this way. You're in a sports bar, you have a conversation about a quarterback, you're right, 100%. The person knows he's not right. He can't back up anything because he doesn't have the facts. You do. And you end up embarrassing him in the conversation. And how does he react? A lot of curse words. Maybe want to throw his hands up and want to fight. Stuff like that. That's what people usually do when they can't back up their products. They go on the defense and they get very, very agitated and a little violent at the end. And that's what he does. All right. Let me see. Oh, that's our demonstration of us basically displaying in a fully lit environment on our screens in the middle of the day. You don't want to see that, right? There you go. That's our demonstrations on our technology. We can be in fully lit environments through our tech. But anyway, it's not that. We're not talking about that today. What we're talking about is we need for him to do these demonstrations. These demonstrations are very important. All jokes aside, it's a very important test. It needs to be done because, again, as I said before, the customer needs to know what they're buying. And when people sit there and say, oh, screen paints don't need to be tested, heck, the products that they put in to make the screen paints are tested. Seriously. Let me see. Let me see. So we're just going to go check up and see if he's done the test. All right, so we gave the link yesterday. There should be no excuses. There should be no other videos. The test should be done. Period. Let me see. Now look, Crow is advertising our batch number for us. Crow, this is what you're supposed to be doing. You see that product sitting in the middle? That's the test you have to do. So let's see if you've done your test. I see you making mimics over our products over here, but we're testing the slip silver and the network gray for our customers. Where's your batch number test? You don't have any. Let's go check and see what you got here. It's 1 hour ago. Have you done the slip silver test yet? Do I have to send you the link again? Because I'll send you the link the third time around. I'll go into your account, send you the link again. You need to do these tests. They have to be done. I know you don't want to do them, but it has to be done. You have to back your product. Let's see what we got going on here. Did he do any of the tests? Amazon Microblend versus Crow's Best. All right, let's see what you got here. Does he have the product? Now, I hope you're not talking about you actually have the product. And make sure it's slip silver, because that's what we requested. Not seeing anything, Jamie. Oh, I see you talking. Talk. Where's the demonstration? Talk. Talk. No demonstration. I don't see any product being done. Oh, well, we'll see if you can actually buy it. Don't talk about it. Buy the product. Let's go. He hasn't got anything yet. There's nothing there. Just in here talking a bunch of trash. No demonstrations. PS5 software update. Space about it. And the batch number is 09 about our product. Talking about our batch numbers. Well, Jamie, in that demonstration showing our product under our batch numbers, we're doing demonstrations in a fully lit environment, something you can't stand in at the end of the day, and you haven't even done these tests yet. And we know what happened with you in Network CROWS1173. I also noticed that you're not showing any demonstrations of your Cinemax anymore, because you can't, because that product matched the house paint. That's why you can't show that screen off anymore. That's why you're not seeing any demonstration of him bragging about the Cinemax, because you can't brag about something that matched the house paint at the end of the day. That's one scam done and out of the way. Now let's go for the rest of your paint products. You have the Microblend. Don't post a picture of it. I want to see the actual product being painted down exactly how you did the Network CROWS1173. And we need to see that product against 3 screen paints. The IB mix, which we are requesting. The Hybrid mix, which we are requesting. And we're also requesting the Cinemax again. You will also involve, since in our demonstrations we do both. We do both Network CROWS1173 and we do the slip silver. You will do both of them on all 3 screens. I know it sounds rough, people, at the end of the day, but he has to do the test. We do it all day. We just did it a few minutes ago on the batch number. So if you're in here mocking our batch number, this is a demonstration you haven't done yet. We're still waiting for you to do the test. Now things are going to get a little bit more complicated for you. We are now requesting both to be done on all 3 screen paints. Now see right here where he says Amazon Microblend versus Crow Screen Paint. I don't see you doing any demonstrations at all. And again, why are you in the dark? He's always constantly in the dark. Look at this. You're constantly in the dark. Look at this. In the dark, in the dark, in the dark. Are you kidding me? My bathroom has more light than your environment right now. All right, buddy. This is what we need from you. We're going to put a challenge out for you today. Challenge for Crow, because we know we didn't do the test, you didn't do the demonstrations. We gave you this days ago. I told you that this guy tries to be like me at the end of the day. Yesterday, we had a stray cat we've been feeding for about 4 years. Well, actually 2 years, been feeding the cat for 2 years, that comes up to the house that we feed all the time. Everything I do, Crow tries to outbest me. It's sad, but it's true. So this cat comes into the house. We've been feeding him. His name is Frank. We have a couple of animals that come into the house we feed every day. Look what Crow posted right after we started talking about the cat that we feed. I told you just to copy everything I do. That's sad. So I mentioned something about a cat that we feed, a homeless cat that we take care of, that comes up to the house. We take care of a few things that come to the house. And all of a sudden he's got to come to my dog, so-and-so. Oh, dude, come on. You got to grow up. Seriously, are you that kind of person at the end of the day? What do you want to do? Have a contest? You can run to the fastest at the end of the block? Again, you got to grow up. All right, let's move on from there. Look, Jamie, what I've seen so far on your demonstration is you just mocking our batch numbers, which, again, we can back our products up. I see you doing a PS5 update, and I see you talking about the Amazon Microblend versus Crow's mixes. You're just talking. We don't want to see that nonsense. We want to see this next time you come on camera and you flash this label right here. What I want to see is the same thing I saw in the Frankenstein. I want to see you showing the product. We want to see the receipt. We want to see you paint this down and do the demonstration on all three of those mixes that we named. But not only are you going to do that demonstration on all three mixes, we're also going to ask you to do the Network Grade 773 against all three products also. If we're doing Network Grade 773 versus our product, I think you should do it also. Other than that, nothing done at all, period. Disappointment, as always. If you need the link, I'll send it to you again. Let me go to my account and pull the link up. We also need now the Network Grade 773. We want both tests done now, side by side, on your screen products. It gets difficult, doesn't it? You're supposed to do the test. If you're going to take money at the end of the day from people, you have to do tests. So he's got to face it. Next time you flash that container, I don't want to see a container. I want to see a video you opening up that container showing that receipt. That's what you want to see. Pop that top. Show us what you got. I don't want to see any more of this nonsense at the end of the day. That's you running your mouth for the sake of just running your mouth. Have the paint. I'm going to send you another link where to buy it from. And also, too, don't forget the Network Grade 773. We will be posting that in there, too, from now on. Your test will be the Microblend and Network Grade 773. Don't match any one of those screens. And keep in mind, we don't want you on top of the screen. We need you 13 feet from a screen. Well, that's going to be rough. Yes, that Microblend, not good. It's not good. It's really, really good. He's going to have a really rough time with it. Just like when I told you, when I popped the lid and I said, this is not going to be good, it's not going to go well. It's going to go pretty bad for him. Well, at least he's not popping up that Scan Paint Cinemax anymore. We don't see that anymore in the demonstration, because that stuff right there, man. I had to put a video up to my did he forget. All right, let's go over here. Oh, Jamie, if you notice when you look at my demonstration here, how you got it posted, look how my screen's doing to the slip silver. Look what it's doing to the Network Grade at the same time. And you see how well lit my environment looks? That's how your demonstration should be looking instead of you being in those dark caves at the end of the day. I love it when we have people at the end of the day will try to mock our videos, but yet they're doing these demonstrations in a dark environment because their screen can barely pull up and we're in a fully lit environment while we're doing the demonstration. All right, let me see. We need to go to, let me see, where's the Amazon Microblend? He's got to do it. I told you, no choice. Now he's already met. You open your mouth about it, you're going to have to do it, buddy. Because if not, your customers and more of them are going to push over to this product right here. And then when they see the demonstrations of what we did to this product, they're going to come to us. It's going to call it triple effect. $18.99. That's what they got it in here now for. Let's get this link real quick. We'll get it right here again. So for those of people who feel that, oh, you know, that's wrong to do him that way. No, he needs to be done that way because he's been cheating and stealing from people for so long. It's not even funny. Crow is getting outed for what Crow's been doing for the longest time, and that's stealing from people. He wants to make everybody believe at the end of the day that their products are garbage and they don't work. And he wants to come out there acting like his products actually work when they don't. We've had tons of Crow's products here, and every last one of them came up as house paint. Every one of them. So he's been running this scam for a long time, and it's good. Now we got him on blast. We can keep putting pressure on him to out him because this person at the end of the day has stole from a lot of people. Why do you think his shipping policy is set up that way? To take from people. So he needs to get outed. So I gave you that money. The fact that you haven't done that demonstration when we first gave it to you 5 days ago, and it took you this long to pretty much try to get around to it, you know why? Because he tried to avoid it. You know why he's talking about it now? His customers are pressuring him. The trolls are pressuring him. He ain't got a choice. He painted himself into a corner again. And if you fail on this product, this is going to be bad for you because this is a product that anyone can grab at the end of the day. Even faster than Network Grade 773, even cheaper than Network Grade 773. This is going to go bad for you. Don't fail it. Lesson to be learned. This is going to be pretty bad when I say this. When you're in a max out zone with that much light, the screen, well, our technology doesn't have a problem with lights on or lights off. But the product that you make, you would have a better chance of fighting the screen if you're in a well-lit environment, which you're not used to being in a well-lit environment, which means your screen's going to wash out. That's why I said he's in a bad situation. All right, we got the title right here. Let's go over here. Let's send it over to him. Keep in mind, it's going to be a lot of cursing and carrying on. We're used to this at the end of the day, but we're just warning you. What you're going to see, you may see or might not see. I don't know. It's in counts under investigation for pornography. So, you know, yeah. And then we have to go downstairs and do our demonstrations. I can't wait to get outside with this screen. All right, here we go. Mind you, we're going to the site to send him the information on basically buying the product. Again, we sent this to him 3 days, on 3 times. Well, it should be 3 times. We sent it to him on the first time we did the test on the product. The first time we got it here, that was 6 days ago. We sent him the information again a couple of days ago, which it doesn't take long to get this stuff. This stuff comes in pretty fast. And now we're going to submit it to him again because again, Crow likes to talk trash, but he can't back it up. That's the problem with him. So he runs his mouth a lot. So again, you calling me up about buying our products. This was last year, I think it was. Never bought anything. We had to keep bringing it up over and over again. He finally placed an order for the 2.0. That is the first product that Crow has ever ordered from us, ever. So again, He does talk trash, but he doesn't like to back it up. So, mind you, if you posted this, we don't want to see you posting this and talking about something completely different. We want to see you post this, bring the container in, open it up fresh, so it shows you haven't tampered with it, because you have a habit of tampering with products. And then we want you to paint that down on the surface exactly how you did the Network Grade 773. The only difference is in your demonstration, you're only going to do two. You're going to do the Microblend and slip silver, and you will also be doing the Network Grade 773 on your other screen paint products. Because even though you did the Cinemax, the rest of your screen paint products have not been tested under the Network Grade 773. You only did one and you stopped at that. We need the rest of them tested so everybody can see what they're getting at the end of the day. And as you can see, this is becoming quite difficult for him. Now, I don't care at the end of the day you're talking about our batch. No, we don't care about that at the end of the day, because we can back our products up. But we need for you to do these tests, man. You need to do them. I know you don't want to do them. I know you don't want to be bothered with it. I know you want to continue selling screen paint products and trying to get over on your customers. You need to do these tests. Here we go. We got a chat here. Let's pop up. Chat's coming up. All right, let's go over here and let's give him the link again at the bottom. All right, and we'll send this. Wow. This is how he acts. This is a grown man, people. He writes, your dad doesn't like you're a grown man at the end of the day. Wow, okay. As a child, you can see. Yeah, that'd be like me sitting there telling your mama jokes. I'm a grown man. Why in the world am I telling another grown man mama jokes at the end of the day? But okay, I'm just going to send this over to you. You have your tantrum. We need for you to do these demonstrations right here. So we're sending him the link again. Let's go back to Amazon. From here, let's get so he knows exactly what to get. So we need 1 quart. This is the network. No, sorry, the slip silver. This is what we're requesting for him to purchase. We sent him a link. We got to send him all this because Crow is very sneaky. And Crow will buy something completely different, acting like he wasn't aware of the whole thing. So you have to make him aware. So we'll send this over to him again and request for him to do these tests. The name right here. Let me see. We'll put in, let's see. Can you test your products? Or screen paints. Mixes to this paint and network gray. Was it 7073? I think it's 7073. Yeah, 7070. Forgot the name of that. 7073. 7073. I didn't make sense. Sorry about that. 7073. All right. There we go. You can see all that's in there, that we're not sending him anything crazy. We don't do that in the day. We're asking him to do the test. So that's what I asked him. That's the product. That's what we're asking for. We'll put, and it shouldn't take him a week to get it. It shouldn't. If you live right away, he drives anyway. This week. This week? Thank you. There we go. So he has plenty of time. He has this week right there. So you can see right there. Not being disrespectful, we told him this a few times to do this, the same test. I don't know what the problem is. If you're going to post that you're going to be doing this demonstration to the product, don't go in and show a container and don't do the test, because it's just you running your mouth. Have the product and do the test next time you show that container. But your products you charge way too much money, man. Way too much money. And look at the site. $89 for a product that's going to... Oh, it took 6 days. Right there. That's the first thing we know that happens. And anytime we throw a challenge out to somebody, and if we're waiting, like, we know it's going to take less than a day to get the product. If it's like 6 days, 3 days after, 4 days after, 5 days after, We know automatically from the door they can do it. You know, if you say you could jump a Grand Canyon and you've done it dozens of times and somebody says, hey, jump that, hey, no problem, give me a bike, let's do this. Because you know you can do it. But if you can't do it, you're going to stall, come up with excuses and everything else, and you're going to drag your feet. Well, I really can't do it because bike's in the shop and we broke something on it. Last time I did the stunt, you know, it was really, I got to take care of some business. You're going to come up with 1,000 excuses. But somebody's already did it. Yeah, they're like, yeah, no bike, can I borrow yours? Thank you. I'll show you something. And jump that canyon with no problem whatsoever. Either you can back or you can't. That's why when we give people test demonstrations and watch, it's not whether or not you do it or not, it's how long it takes you to do it. That's how we can tell if you can do it or not. So that's why when we knew it took that long, he can't do it. That's what happened with the Network Grade 773. It took a long time, 6 months to a year for him to get that done. Literally, his customers were slamming him every day to do that. He had no choice to come and do it. Now his customers are slamming him again. And I'm pretty sure a few of his trolls are slamming him also too. He's got to do it. And here he is still selling his Cinemax here. And this is a product you just seen on our blacklist, matching house paint. And he wants $80 to $89 for it. I don't care what you say about my batch numbers. I don't care what you said about anything at the end of the day. You need to get your test done. That's what you need to do. That's what you need to work. Get your test done. Network Gray 773, 1 quart. Look how you pop up. First thing that pops up. Boom. Told you we got you on everything. If anyone even types in Network Grade 773, you pop up on every single search engine. First ones to pop up. On every video. We got you. Jamie doesn't understand. The blacklist isn't just locked to the blacklist. The blacklist is everywhere. On every search engine, we basically punched all that information in. You type in anything, he pops up everywhere. That missing video that you wanted to go missing, that you don't want anybody to see, is everywhere. And it should be everywhere. Because you scammed a lot of people in that network, no, sorry, that Cinemax product. You scammed a lot of people. And this is why your videos are popping up. First video that pops up. Let's see how much they want for this paint. Sherman Williams, Network Gray 773. And he needs to. He needs to pop up. You're going to match a house paint, get rid of the video, and still continue to scam people at the end of the day. Like your product, at the end of the day, is something more than what it's not. Man, you're doing too much. Let me see. If I really want to make it rough for you, I'll have you do the entire strip of Network Gray 773. We could run through that with no problem. And there you are. The minute you type in Network Gray 773, you pop up. Let's put in Oh, this is definitely your nightmare. Switch at network rate 773. Perfect tone. Can't beat our stuff, but anything else in your dad's going to have a nightmare with that product. Well, they got different ones. We got to get these right here. We need these for testing. Definitely, we have the new technology coming out. We definitely need to test it on that. Keep popping up every time we type in network race. What pops up? That's the video that went missing off his account. Keeps popping up. So you didn't hide it that well. Well, not anymore, you haven't. We made sure that the people got a chance to see that video. Definitely made sure. Network rate 775. Ooh, that's interesting. And these are the level of paints they have for a gallon. $17.98, $23.98, $21.98, and $27.98. These are all gallons. So you try to make it sound like that buying the product is going to cost a lot of money for the customer. No, you went out and you bought the most expensive version. Emerald is actually one of the more expensive ones. If you got super paint, would have been much, much cheaper. And even for what you're charging at the end of the day, they can just go to Lowe's and just order and get it shipped to their house, which will come out a lot cheaper on the website than going down to the store and getting it done. It's not as expensive as he tried to claim it to be. And at the end of the day, again, he matched the house paint. All right, I'm going to go downstairs and we're going to play with our screen because I already sent them the video. And again, we have no, I don't know what's taking them so long to get the product. But like I said, some people choose to drag their feet because they want to do it. But you're going to have to do the test. Now, the only thing you can do is sit there and try to make a mockery of my batch number. But, Jamie, where's your batch number demonstrations? When you do the Cinemax, do you do an environment such like we're doing right now? No. You know, you're sitting up there with the screen and got your pretty little white lights pushing out from the side. We don't have that down here. Our environments are well lit. You don't do any contrast demonstrations, no color pattern demonstrations, no certified screens, no white screens, silver screens, nothing. Not a thing, nothing. And you definitely don't have the network gray or slip silver down here at all in any of your demonstrations. This is what we need for him to do. We need him to do a demonstration against the microblend, against his mixes. We don't want to see you sitting on there like some kind of podcast talking a whole bunch of nonsense. Back it up or shut it up. That's how it works. You talk too much trash. Don't do enough of this. You do too much of this at the end of the day. You had to do a podcast, seriously try to do a podcast to explain or doing a demonstration on this. You buy the paint, you pop the top, you paint it down, and you do it in an environment like we have right now. If not, you're just talking trash. So get it done. Do we need to put you on blast? As of today, you are no longer doing the demonstration against the slip silver. As of today, you would be doing the demonstration against network grade 773 and the slip silver at the same time. I also expect you to match my environment also too at the same time. You see how well lit we're in here? That's what I want to see. I made it easy for you in the first beginning because I only requested the slip silver. And we did this one just for fun. But now we're requesting both. And again, I don't want to see any dark environments. I want to see look just like this. Roll it. Now, like I said, you got to be careful what you're buying at the end of the day, because these are people at the end of the day that cannot back their products in any way whatsoever. As you can see, we're in a fully lit environment. We have the slip silver right here. This is the paint that Jamie refuses to test because he's afraid to do it. We'll put that one right there at the bottom. You got the network grade 773, which he did fail that test altogether on the Cinemax so badly that he can't even advertise the screen anymore. And if he does advertise the screen, he's just constantly reminded that that's a screen that match house paint.
Order for a Sonic Churro shake.
Adding a churro on top.
Order up.
4K demonstrations.
Getting that from YouTube.
You have less than 2 days to have your test ready to go. You will be going against network grade 773 and the notorious slip silver now. Both of them at the same time. And also, too, you have to match my environment. So today's the 8th. We got to mark a date on it. You have until September the 11th. Both tests done at the same time. Now people understand, if he doesn't complete these tests, it just clearly shows, again, his product is nothing more than a scam. As you can see, I don't have time to be sitting behind a microphone trying to sound important. I don't have time for that. I'm not a man about talking. I'm a man about getting it done. We'll be outside today also. back in. Fernando Gonzalez, you have a challenge. You will do the Network Grade 773 and the Slip Silver Amazon at the same time in the exact same environment that I'm using, the max out zone. Good luck. You're gonna need it. I have a hard time getting in there. Alright, this is gonna be rough, man. This is gonna be rough. Look, man, I was being easy on you when I was keeping the Slip Silver. It's gonna be pretty bad now. Because when we get done with that, you're gonna have to go outside. We're gonna be outside. You gotta be able to match your screen, mind you. The whole purpose when he was trying to get his product down here because he was afraid and he canceled out the order was because he was going to have to do the same test that a 2.0 has to go through. But not only are you going to have to do the Network Gray and now the Slip Silver at the same time, as we're doing right now, you also will be doing this outside also at 1,000 lumens, 13 feet back. Pass that with no problem. The question is, can you? And you'll be showing contrast levels only. You know, like star fields. Now, if it took him 6 months to a year to finally get enough nerve to try to handle the Network Grade 773, he's going to have to do both of those in a max out zone. And he's going to have to be outside also. Yeah, this is going to be pretty bad. This is not going to go well for him. You see how well the Network Gray, kind of like, it's not much off from the Slip Silver. Not much off. Which that's what makes it really dangerous because, again, he's going to have to show a huge massive difference. See how we have our technology up here? See how you can see the difference between one and the other? He's going to have to display that. If he comes up looking like the Network Grade 773 next to the Slip Silver, that is a bad sign. You do not want that. Or you're going to have a problem trying to match it. Sony Color 4K demonstration.
Getting that from YouTube.
We should do the pinball.
Isn't it time you realized the farther you go, the better it gets? And discover that even out here, you're never alone. Find out what true adventure really means with the most awarded SUV brand.
This is going to be pretty bad. This is going to be really bad for this guy. Like I said, but he brought it on himself because this fellow lies a lot. He does. He lies a lot. He doesn't back his products up at all, period. And he lies a lot. So he needs to be outed. He does. He really doesn't do his demonstrations correctly, and he cuts a lot of corners. And in the day, his products are nothing more than house paint. That's all they are. Even when you did the podcast, what's sad about that, you were in the dark the entire time. Nobody. If you're challenging our technology, you got to be in my same environment. So, your challenge is going to be, you have until the 11th of September. You will do the Cinemax, sorry, not Cinemax, sorry about that. You will do the Slip Silver and the Network Gray, and you will match my environment. And then when we're done with you in here, we're going outside. Starfield contrast demonstrations only at 1,000 lumens. It's not going to go well for you. But you want to challenge it. Right now, you're behind. You should have been had that paint by now. You gave him this challenge 6 days ago. You should have been had it done already. So every day that you mess up and you don't have it done, you just up the challenge. You make it harder. Now you got to do 2. We already seen the outcome of what that Network Grade 773 looks like next to the Cinemax. It doesn't go well. Now you don't have a choice. Now, you want to run a test on our black technology? You were in a shopping cart, you could have picked one up, but you didn't. You stayed away from it. We know why. What about testing our black technology? Black paint, black fabric? Oh, we have that littered all over the website. You can back that any day of the week. Where's your guarantees? You don't have one. That's why you can't show that Cinemax screen anymore. Because we all know what it is. It's house paint. Talked all that trash about that product. At the end of the day, stole from all those people. At the end of the day, you can't even pick the screen up anymore because you know you lied on it. That's sad. Lesson to be learned from Jamie and his freaking practices in business. Test your stuff first before you start taking money from people at the end of the day. Or you won't have to go through this. Oh, number one thing too is don't put my name in any of your videos and you won't have to go through this. I explain to people at the end of the day, I am not the kind of person, I'll do my work and whatever, whoever's making their products, we don't care, make your money, whatever. But if you talk about my product, you want to use me as a springboard, I'm not joking around with you. I'll burn your harbor to the ground. I'll sink every last one of your ships. Partake can't even open up his website half the time. He don't even know what to do over there because he doesn't know who's going to come knocking at his front door to get his product. He's terrified because he didn't back his products, because he didn't get behind the camera and tell the truth. If he showed a stacking system and that screen literally changed to something different because one of the applications were missing, that would have been impressive. No one can, at the end of the day, say nothing about him because he could back it. But he can't back it because it's a bunch of talk. Just like Jamie running his mouth about his products being this, that, and the other. Ain't nothing about his product. All that quality comes from that projector. Nothing comes from his screen. House paint does the exact same reaction. That's the reason why it's taken him so long to do the demonstrations. You're sitting there talking about showing a container. I gave you that freaking link 5 days ago. Where's the product? You should have been had it by now. No excuses. We sent you 3 of them, and you still don't have that product yet. And now you can't even show up the Cinemax because you thought you could go in there and show up the screen and talk all this trash. Did you forget that you matched the screen house paint at the end of the day? You forgot that, didn't you? Well, we had to remind him on that. Now you don't see him showing up the Cinemax because every time everybody sees the Cinemax, they think of Network Grade 773 because that's what it is. So you stole all that money from all those people, making them believe there's something that it wasn't when you knew deep down inside what it was. That makes you the biggest scammer on the face of the planet. And the fact that you're not bearing that screen, that you're not showing it because you know what it is, the fact that you deleted those videos because you knew what it was, shows that you stole from your customers. You're nothing more than a thief at the end of the day. That's what you are. So we're going to push you even harder now. It's going to get rougher for you. I want to see the test demonstrations. If my 2.0 can do this with no problem, where's your product at? Where's your test? We gave you the link 6 days ago. You should have been had it. That's a product that takes 1 day to reach destination. That's it. We're not done with you yet. You still got 16, 19 to go through. Silver Mist. We're going through that one too. Any test we give you, we're going through it ourselves. I would never, ever give somebody a challenge and I'm not going to do it myself. That's wrong. I will gladly do it ourselves, no problem. Cinemax. You got a nerve to be selling this mess on your website, overpriced, for all that money, on something you can't even back up. You can't even show the paint off anymore. Now, when your customer tried to do this demonstration, you couldn't do it with the lights on. You know why? Your screen would have washed out. We can do it with the lights on. This customers already know. Because you know why? They see me on here talking, and they go back and they try to do the same demonstrations we're doing, and they find out this is what happens. See those colors coming up, how they don't match well? That's what they're getting at the end of the day. And I'm pretty sure they contacted you already on this nonsense, but with your little policy you had there, you want to make sure your customers can't even get an exchange if they pop the top. But what are they going to exchange for? More of the same paint? I couldn't care less if you talk about my products. And that demonstration you see in that batch number, slip silver. Where's your slip silver test at? Nowhere to be found. So this is what we're going to request for him. We want now network grade 773 and the slip silver and the test demonstration that he's going to do. We want to see color patterns, white levels, contrast levels, and you have to match my environment's lighting. We're not done yet. We still got to go outside. You claimed your product to be an outside product, right? All right then. We got to be outside. Now, Jamie considers this to be ranting. We consider this to be back your product up at the end of the day and stop crying like a child. Get it done. I'm sick and tired of telling you over and over, get it done. I sent you the link 6 days ago. So it's 6 days ago. We went directly to Jamie's website, sent him the link. Of course, he was ranting and cursing on as usual. But we sent it to him 6 days ago. What's the excuse? Amazon ran out, they don't have any more? I checked, there is plenty of them on there. What's the excuse? So the longer it takes for you to drag your feet, all you're doing is basically bringing us more money. And I'll tell you why, how you're doing it, Jamie. You just displayed my batch number demonstration. It shows the slip silver being displayed, something that you're afraid to do, and we've been waiting for you to do it. So that brings us that brings your customers curiosity to watch our demonstrations. Customers are going to go near the slip silver first because you're afraid to do the demonstrations. And then when they see the videos of our technology taking apart the slip silver, they're going to buy from us. Thank you for the business. Now the only way you can stop that effect is you're going to have to go do the test demonstrations to back your products. Insults are not going to work. Slander is not going to work. You have to back your product. And now it's got even harder for you. Because at first, I showed mercy. I said, all you have to do is a slip silver. But now you're going to do the slip silver in the network grade, and you're going to match my environment at the same time. Just like I'm doing it right now. And then when we're done, we're going outside. Good luck. You haven't learned yet, man. Your products don't sit in our category. Our technology is strictly designed to take out certified screens, not that gray paint mess at the end of the day. That's why it doesn't match your stuff. And you keep running up there, running your mouth, talking trash. You paint yourself in a corner every time. Now you got another corner you got to paint yourself out of. How you gonna pass it? What tricks are you gonna use? There's no way to get around that stuff. Oh man, this is bad, man. This is really bad. Your videos are popping up all over the search engines right now. This one is gonna pop up on another search engine. So, let me get this straight. You go in and you do a phony podcast of you talking on this microphone, showing a picture of the slip silver and no slip silver. Talking about it's versus your product. Jamie, we gave you that freaking link 6 days ago. You should have been had that product in already. The fact that it's 6 days past and you haven't done it yet clearly shows you can't do it. That's the information you just gave back to me. You're just talking. We need less talk and more action. So you have until the 11th of September to have a demonstration done with both products now. And now you're going to have both products. You're going to match my environment, which means there's no little lights spraying out from the side of the screen and lights at the bottom. No, you will be in this kind of environment. And then when we're done here, you will do a star field demonstration outside at 1,000 lumens. We could do it easy. You know why? Because the same amount of lighting in here cancels out, same thing out there. And the test demonstration we did under 2.0 was on 1,000 lumen projector at 14 to 15 feet back versus a white level test and certified screen test. And it beat the screens with no problem at 1,000 lumens. But we can do that because our products are tested. Yours are not. That's the problem. So what do your customers get at the day? They get house paint. That's what they're getting. Can they exchange? Well, I don't know why you would want to exchange it for something else. You just exchange for more house paint. But anyway, can they get their money back or exchange it? Nah, ain't going to happen. Your policy is set up not to give them an exchange either. Do you have any test demonstrations on your products? No, you don't have. None of your products have any test demonstrations at all, period. Any batch numbers guaranteeing your products, their performance on what they're going to be before the customer? No, none of that either. You don't have that either, do you? No. Oh well. Push, the passion. You don't love what you do at the end of the day. That's why it shows in your work. 2.0 can crush you on every level without mercy. That is a beautiful technology. Look at my environment. Look at that screen projecting the full environment. I love this, man. I'm so hyped up right now. You have nothing for me. Nothing. Nothing for me. I'm sitting here in all this light. I'm doing this kind of damage. You have nothing for me. I gave you the link 6 days ago. If someone had gave me that challenge, man, I'd have jumped at it. Win or lose, I still would have took that challenge. You have no passion for your work at the end of the day. You are a coward. Your products are fake, and you're a scammer at the end of the day. You can't even back your own work at the end of the day. So many cancel orders on you. Literally, I can make a paper mache of a crow at the end of the day. We had tons of cancellations on him. Man, no passion, no push, nothing at all, period. Talk. Gotta get the job done, man. If I say I'm putting a 250-inch screen, we got a 250-inch screen. Doing 235, we do 235. Gonna knock out certified screens, we'll knock out certified screens. We get it done. All you do is do this all day, all day, all day, all day, all day. I can talk this and do that at the same time. Talk this and do that at the same time. Boom! If you want to challenge me and battle me at the end of the day, you beat my technology. And you're worrying about a 2.0. I got 44s that can crush you without a thought. I got technology that's in 39s that can wipe you clean off the face of the planet. I got a 67 technology I'm engineering that would make your stuff look like a piece of transparent, piece of faded, whatever. Are you kidding me? I got technology that I'm working on right now that's way beyond this stuff right here that we're working on for the next level, the next stage. And you're scared of a 2.0? It is considered to be the white screen of our technology. If you're struggling this hard to take this screen's challenge up, I don't know where you're going to win your black technology. That ain't going to happen. Ba-da, ba-da, ba-ba, ba-da. Man. Products, please. I can make all your products. Guarantee you really want to see what I can do with your stuff? I can order all your stuff, have somebody ship it down here for me, reverse engineer your stuff, make it better than what it is, use it to blow out your own stuff and charge everybody $1. Test me, see what happens.
In Stonyfield,
That's my deal. I started off in gray screen paint products before I got into black technology.
Really good look. A good set.
So it's not hard for me to reverse engineer your stuff. It's not hard to do. That would be pretty embarrassing though. And at that, not only can I reverse engineer your stuff, but I can put test demonstrations underneath of it in a batch number and still beat your stuff out with no problem. But I try to be nice at the end of the day. So if you really want to go down that road, I'll make a phone call. We'll get your stuff down here. I'll reverse engineer, make your stuff better than what it is. I'll blow your own stuff out with it. Take the stuff that I designed, put test demonstrations underneath of it to lock it in, and boom. I can sell your product for $2. Test my skill level, see what happens. That's why you're afraid to have your products come down here. You're terrified. Because you know I can do it. So a person who has no interest in gray screen paint technology at all, we're happy in black technology. Develop the gray screen paint, costs cheaper than yours, it's better than yours, it's ambient light protection, we can test it against all kinds of great products and blow them out of the water, knock out certified screens, do ultra short through demonstrations outside, drop it at 1,000 lumens and do a white level test, and do a certified screen test and pass with flying colors. Are you kidding me? That's what makes you angry, because for some reason in your mind you think that you control all gray screens come under CROW. No, buddy. I was developing gray screen paints before you were even thought of on YouTube. Your product is the basic product, which we're used to seeing all the time, which is basic black and white. That's what it is. Let's do some color. But feel free to post this one too, so people can see me at the end of the day doing slip silver in network gray, something you're afraid to do. Don't have it come to me September the 11th and you haven't done both demonstrations yet in the max out zone yet. That's going to be pretty embarrassing. Let's do some color in there. Ta-da! Bang, 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 bang. We just did this. I literally just did this demonstration in a batch number. I told you, we do it so many times It's like jumping the Grand Canyon blindfold. You got to start making up stuff at the end of the day because you get bored. That's the difference between you. You talk a lot of trash about jumping the Grand Canyon and never has done it. And I jumped it thousands and thousands of times to the point I just have to make it interesting. All right, how about we do it this way? We want to shorten the ramp. I want to blindfold. I want to be on the bike backwards. I got to make up stuff just to entertain myself because I did it too many times. We've done this one so many times it's not even funny. Ugh. This is a challenge he's afraid to do. Black background, go fish.
Getting that from YouTube.
Ooh, what the heck is this?
Big Pet Pet Food is made with a long list of complicated ingredients.
Oh, I can see that looks like a 44. Why haven't done my lightning effect for my ceiling yet?
Goes a little smoother.
Gross.
It's actually way less gross. The choice is raw. Instinct raw.
Yeah. Man, that is too many times to count. That's why I said, man, they don't have no love for it, no passion for it. It shows when they work. The screens are horrible, absolutely. Every time we got this product down here, it was the same crap over and over again. The thing would wash out over and over again. Didn't pull color, didn't pull anything when we got it down here. We couldn't use it. And the max out zones, the well-lit environments was constantly washing out. Couldn't use venue projectors on it because venue projectors were kicking too many lumens at the screen. Man, that stuff was awful. Then we got the UV mix down there. That was even worse. Did a white level test. It came up dark. Couldn't even pick up proper white levels. That's definitely black and white paint. You can definitely tell that one was black and white paint. The other guy, I tested his stuff out, HD Pro. His stuff was actually pretty good. I liked it. It was better than CROWS and much more affordable. And I had to go through a whole lot of nonsense to get it. Just went and placed the order, had it shipped to my house, and was done. Black background, we need that one. So simple in fact, the guy needs to do his test. He wants to cry and whine, he wants to make excuses, he wants to lash out. We don't care what you lash out about, I don't care. You can talk about my family, you can talk about this, the other, I don't care. It doesn't bother me. At the end of the day, when people act like that, those are kids at the end of the day. I don't entertain that. You're expecting for me to laugh? No, I don't entertain that. You need to back your products. Instead of running your mouth so much, go whip out your credit card, debit card, PayPal account. I don't care what you use at the end of the day. Go to Amazon, pick up the slip silver, put it in your shopping cart and buy it. Go over to Sherwin-Williams, pick up the Network Grade 773. Get on YouTube, do a live demonstration, paint the Network Grade 773 on a surface, paint the slip silver. Do your demonstration. I'm tired of hearing you running your mouth. Get it done. I can come in here every single day and do the same demonstration over and over and over again, and you still will be on there running your mouth. I don't care about the rest of that stuff. That blue and green or whatever crap, don't care. Get your test done. Getting sick and tired of asking you the same thing over and over again. Can't stand people at the end of the day in this industry. They're going to run their mouths about their product, but you can't back it up. Who cares about the rest of the stuff? Don't care. Get it done. My goodness. And people are trying, at the end of the day, you want people to trust your products? You want people to buy your products? Then you need to back your products 100%. That's what you need to do. Because I'll tell you something. If I would have got a batch number with that Frankenstein, I would have got the screen paint that I ordered. Not somebody going in at the last minute, changing the color of the product so he can basically try to get over on some kind of dumb scam you were trying to pull at the end of the day. You know, we had to record the Frankenstein shopping cart, record it. It was called a color verification video that we did to make sure that he didn't go in and change the color of the product and change the color on his website, which I clearly stated in the video before the product even gets here. What happens? Product gets here, not the same color. We go back, we check the Frankenstein video before the item got here, and it clearly says, where I said, going and making this video, just in case the person who made this product goes in at the last minute, changes out the color on his website, and sends us down that product. Bam. That's why you're being charged for freaking postal fraud at the end of the day. Because you maliciously intended to send us down a product that you knew wasn't something that you sold on your website. You also manipulated and committed fraud on your website. 2 things needed to prosecute someone for mail fraud is to show that their intention was to commit fraud, and to second, to use the United States Postal Service to commit and carry out that fraud, which you did. And Dum Dum signs his name on the side of the packages. Stupid. So we can show in those demonstrations that the Cinemax does not come in black. There's no history of you ever having a black Cinemax. That's where he made the mistake with Lecture Center. That's where he made the mistake the first time, because PayPal went in and checked his account. They didn't see any color option in there for black and for the color he was claiming to have. They just saw the color gray. So he lost his claim. So the second time around, he thought it'd be smart to go in and change the color of the product. So if I filed a complaint against PayPal against him as not a subscribed, he can honestly say, or sit there and say, well, this is the color it came in. This is what shows on my website. Dum Dum didn't realize that we recorded the shopping cart before the product got here, because we knew he was going to do this. We always know what he's going to do. Because Jamie has a pattern of doing dirty stuff at the end of the day. And if you basically hang around this guy long enough, you can pick it all up in no time at all. You learn from it, from the dumb stuff that he does. So that's why we recorded it. So you got 2 counts of fraud sitting over top of your head right now for doing dumb stuff at the end of the day. Then turn around, put his freaking PayPal account in jeopardy because he felt the need to go in and lie and say, oh, the reason why we can't ship you down to Cinemax because PayPal told us this and PayPal told us that. PayPal didn't tell you anything at the end of the day. Now you're being investigated for fraud and they're in for doing something stupid. Got your Wix count under investigation for posting porn on your site. My goodness, man. Self-destruction on so many levels is not even funny. So if you said your product beat the 2.0 and it came out too dark, then what's the problem with you being afraid to do these demonstrations at the end of the day? Because we're doing it, we're not having a problem. But for some reason, you seem to be having this problem. So since it's taken you so long, 6 days ago, since we gave you the first link, we gave you a second link, we gave you a third link, now we're just going to up the ante. Now you got to do the slip, silver, and the network rate, and you got to match my entire environment while you do it. Every time I come into your channel to see if you even started to get the videos done, it's you talking about something completely, utterly idiotic at the end of the day. What does a dog have to do with network gray? What or slip silver? What does freaking a drone flying over top of your house? And it's nothing, man. You're just stalling. Get it done. Should have been had it done by now. I'm sitting here over here thinking about new stuff. We could dog against the screen right now while you're trying to figure out how to get through that. So that's why I tell people at the end of the day, products, it's not worth the time. You talk about your prize screen, your #1 best-selling screen, the Cinemax, really? That's the screen that matched house paint at the end of the day, and that's when you call your prize, your best screen, the flagship, the best of the best. It matched the freaking house paint. And then you had the nerve to come up there and show off that disgraceful screen as if it never even happened. That's why I had to post that video. Did he forget that this just happened? I'm not scamming anybody else on that screen again, I guarantee you that much. That's why he's not posting it. Now you see any videos him posting the screen anymore, because he can't, because it basically matches the network gray right there on the screen. We'll get the rest of your paints too tested too. That's what we're pushing for right now. We're pushing for him to do the test on the hybrid. That hybrid mix, oh my goodness, man. If I didn't even see anything more phony or that could get in any phony that it possibly could get, that stuff at the end of the day definitely is going to match with that slip silver with no problem. Now, if you had that confidence at the end of the day where you thought that, oh, that man's a liar at the end of the day, I'm going to prove him wrong. I'm going to go do these tests. Yeah, we're in the 6 days already, 6 or 7 days since we asked for this. Every day that goes by and you take longer and longer to do these tests shows that we're more and more right. You don't want to lose any more products. What you need to do is you need to, what do you call it, rebrand yourself. That Crow name is tainted. You're going to have to drop the name Crow, drop your website. Well, that's going anyway, so no point in that one. But get rid of everything. Your entire product line needs to be wiped clean. And you're going to start over from scratch. Because keep in mind, people, there's no test demonstrations under the hybrid mix. Where's the test? Show me any tests that match our test over here. Matter of fact, show me any test that matches the 2.0 under his products. Any. There is none. Not on the hybrid mix, not on the ivory mix, none of them. Not on the UB mix, not on the Frankenstein, none of them. Where are the tests? There is no test. That's because he got the bright idea of basically sweet talking y'all at the end of the day, bringing out a product that's untested, sticking in a dark environment with a high-end 4K projector, and tell you all this quality is coming from the screen, when it wasn't at all, period. Sherwin-Williams and Slip Silver will do the same thing. LG Beta Fish.
Getting that from YouTube.
Jamie, don't take it personally. It's not, I'm not mad at you in the day, and I have no hatred for you. I don't hate you. Never had. I'm not that type of person. I just don't like how you do business. I don't like how you scam people. When people are getting a projector and stuff for the first time, it's a beautiful thing. I remember the first time I got my setup. I got a BenQ MS500, got my screen painted up and everything. And the first time I seen that screen pop on, I must have never even slept. I stayed up all night watching Futurama and everything on that 80-inch screen. An experience I would never forget. Now, if you came on there and you told people at the end of the day, look, my product can only be used in dark environments. You already said it's not ambient light projection. If you told the truth of what your product was, there'd be no foul. But you don't tell the truth. How are you going to challenge somebody who specializes in ambient light projection technology? How are you comparing yourself to me? They're in the same category. I'm in a completely different category. I'm surprised you haven't realized that. We are not in the same category. Our environments are not in the same category. My screens are not in the same category. My screen size, the projectors we use, we're not in the same category. Bing, 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 bing. The red fish. You're going to have to pass this. Your screen can't match it. You can't have a hiccup. You can't have anything. You can't match it. He doesn't understand how bad this is going to be. The worst thing on here is that slip silver. That is the worst. Ooh, that's a nightmare. That's a nightmare for anybody as a screen in that complexion. Don't match yourself anyway, because this screen's not even in that category of color. But yeah, that's a nightmare. Because that stuff is so cheap and it's so easy to get. And I'm pretty sure this need a boost in their sales too on top of that. New York City, nighttime screensaver, black levels.
Getting that from YouTube.
You'll be doing a lot of these in your demonstration, by the way. A ton of black levels. Mind you, you have to be in a maxo zone when you do them. No lights out. A city skyline looks gorgeous on a 235.1 because you got that long. We're gonna do one tonight because I got one upstairs. I got a 235.1 set up upstairs. I think my screen's like 168, 235.1. We're gonna do one upstairs. Oh, you gotta get a charger. Charger.
I'm Susan Nimoy. I was married to Leonard Nimoy. He had chronic breathing difficulties for
Customer ordered 100 inch screen. Your screen is here. We're knocking that out. So the customer ordered the 100 inch screen. Your screen is here. We'll get you knocked out and taken care of. Booyah. Show up the light hitting the screen at the same time. I think it's going to music. The freak was that all about? I don't know. I think it's mixing. Remix! Oh, this is a darker one. That's even darker. Now remember, you made that statement about, well, we already know what it is. Anyway, Cinemax made the full contrast levels equal to a black screen. You can't even pull them next to a 2.0. But again, I'm going to challenge you. See the light we have in here? This is what we're expecting for him to be in. This kind of lighting. I don't want to see any lights pushing up on the side of the screen. Contrast levels only with the lights on. Oh, Warhammer should be coming up. Internet Wi-Fi down here gets no money. It's definitely got to be the 44. That's the only screen I got worthy of Warhammer. I know, I was supposed to be developing a dark gamer paint for it. I got sidetracked. Some other stuff came up. I'll get around. I got plenty of time. No rush. Develop this stuff like in 20 minutes to develop this stuff. We already got the recipe how to put together. Just gonna buy the stuff. I'm kind of busy. Got things to do. Bam, bam, boom. Got this new transition coming up. Got to get ready for that. All right, let's go. We're loving the colors. We're loving the colors. Man, you're lucky, Jamie. You were so lucky that you canceled that order on your Cinemax, man, because that thing when it came down here, it had went through it. It had went through some testing. And again, we don't got to mix anything in to make this product, but it just don't work at all, period. We'd have put silver, we'd have put it against the freaking Network Grade 773, the Silver Mist 1619, all the certified screens we have sitting in the back. You definitely would have been dropped on every last one of these projectors over here. Your screen would have failed on every last one of them. We'd have pulled you through the entire house. The 44s, the 39s, you would have passed through any of them. Tacos paint, oh, that would have been really embarrassing. Get blown up by cat's paint. Yeah, and then outside, oh, man, yeah, your product would have did too well down here. That's why you had to pull that paint. You had no choice. This paint wouldn't have picked up. See, we have too much light down here. Oh, man. Yeah, you're better off canceling out. You're better off definitely canceling out. So he had to make that call. He didn't have a choice. Mind you, when we put in because he gave us that fake PayPal excuse nonsense, and we went in and contacted PayPal. You wanted me to contact PayPal? Oh, yeah, I went in and contacted PayPal, right? So we submitted all them dumb messages he was sending over to the security department or fraud department over there. And then we filed a have not received claim on him, and he had 10 days to give us a tracking number. You know how it works, 10 days to get a tracking number. He couldn't even give us a tracking number. He canceled. The minute he got the opportunity to get out of that situation, he put that money right back into my account. But do you know how embarrassing that is? This is how embarrassing it is. That you were scared to ship out the product, number one. You made all these excuses through PayPal. We put a have not received claimed against you, right? You had 10 days. You could have still kept the money. All you had to do was just give me basically a tracking number. But he can't commit fraud or give us something that's not right because he's being already charged with 2 counts of mail fraud. So he can't do that. He don't want a third on him. That's even worse. So the only option he had, because he can't ship it over, is to cancel the order. And that's what he did. He canceled the order, put the money back in our account. But what makes that sad is your $38 is gone. I spent it already. It's been gone. And you can't sit there and say, well, he didn't send me a product. Buddy, your product came out of a 5-gallon container. So did John T. He came out of a 5-gallon container just like you. And his product is not having an issue. It matches, you don't match our batch number. You're coming up weird on the batch number. You don't look right. And at the end of the day, to add insult to injury, we're doing tests on the slip silver right now, which you can't even do. Yeah, you got that freaking link 6 days ago. And you still haven't done it yet. I don't get it. There's the Network Grade 773. We're beating that too at the same time. And again, we see what happened to your product with Network Grade 773. You match the screen. That does not match the screen. Now, we just did a batch number a few minutes ago on the product. White levels, contrast levels, color levels, certified screens. And we did both of these screens at the same time, something that you're afraid to do. You can't even match the basic test demonstrations on the 2.0. You're afraid to do those. When we said we were going to be taking your product and bringing it down there for test against 2.0, you write over and over again, malicious intentions. To test your product is malicious intentions? Okay. So your product doesn't work. And you proved that many times. So the demonstrations you get into 2.0, completely false and out the window. Because you can't do the same thing that 2.0 can do. Where's your test demonstrations done? Now, you see what happened in this situation, naysayers? I went out there, bought a product, had testing underneath of it, something he don't have at the end of the day, has batch numbers underneath of it, something he doesn't have at the end of the day, was able to ship the product out, have the product ready for Friday. As I said, containers will come in. We did containers. We did the labels on the containers, as we usually do. Batch number was on Saturday, as I said. Kept everybody informed, everybody up to date. Batch numbers went on Saturday. Shipping was tracking numbers was supposed to be on Monday, but we did them on Sunday instead, earlier, and shipped out every single package on Monday. Jamie got the same paint as everybody else got. He's the only one who filed those nasty complaints. Nobody else did, only Jamie. He's the only one in his product who came out looking weird looking after he had it in his possession. Nobody else had that problem but him. Interesting, isn't it? Now, the interesting thing about it, Jamie, is that your money I kept because I carried through on a product that worked 100%, was designed to do exactly what it's designed to do. You, on the other hand, you couldn't even back your own product up. And therefore, the money I sent to you, which was much more than my product, you couldn't even keep. You had to give it back to me. So I got your money and my money back. There you go. There's a track record for you right there. You can't even back your own product. You gave it right back to me. Of course, think about it. He had plenty of time, 10 days. 10 days, he could have set me down the Cinemax. But he can't do that because he knows if we bring the Cinemax down here, it is going to have a lot of messed up problems. So you're already basically out of yourself as your product's not working. This is just to add a little more to it. And I'm pretty sure your customers are pressuring you right now to do it. I'm pretty sure your trolls are. Your friends you call your friends are pretty much pressuring you. So how long is it going to take Jamie to do the demonstration? I don't know. It took 6 months to a year for him to do the other one. Who knows how long. The longer it takes for him to do it, the more money he makes us. So I don't really care. Let's see, in your demonstration you said that our product came up black. Where is this black spot, right? Let's see. Not seeing it. That's why the customer, John T, thank you so much, and I appreciate it so much, showed those white levels. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Thank you so much. That's why I said that a lot of people don't like Jamie at the end of the day, and they don't. They don't like him. Because I had a customer tell me that I'm sitting here with the product on my wall, and I'm looking at this guy do this dirty stuff at the end of the day. I got the same thing on my wall that he claims that he has from you. And it's not doing what it says he says it's doing. At the end of the day, when you do demonstrations like that and people see them and they go, wait, that doesn't react the same way my product reacts, they can already know what kind of person you are at the end of the day. The weird thing about it is that when Jamie gets products, they only fail in his environment. Everybody else, they work perfectly fine, but only in his environment. That's why when that YouTuber came up and said that he's a deceitful, dirty liar, and he basically tarnishes other people's products to make himself look good. And that's what he does. The only problem is that when your Cinemax, when we get it down here, it's not going to be your comfortable environment anymore. It's going to be an environment like this, being tested with all those projectors. We got no P2s over here for you. We don't do that over here. You got to earn it over here. So that's the problem he's going to have. Now, to his customers right now who have this mess on their walls, this Cinemax nonsense, or whatever crap they have on the wall, they're going to do the test for you. You wait enough time, and they're going to get tired of it, and they're going to go on Amazon, they're going to order, and they're going to do the test themselves. So you need to get it done. All right, we got to give him the challenge. Challenge we're going to give to Jamie is going to be, he has until September the 11th. He is going to do the network grade 773 and the slip silver. You will match my environment. I do not want to see dark lights underneath your screen. I don't want to see lights pushing up from the side. I want that area lit. As a matter of fact, take a piece of paper, write something down on it, stick it to your wall. You should be able to read it from the camera from there. That's how bright that environment should be. Take them curtains, pull them with shades wherever you got, pull them all the way up to the top. I want that place to look like when you first moved into it. That's what I want it to look like. And then you'll do the demonstration. I think we made it too hard for him. Back in my mind, someone said, you made that demonstration too hard. You know you can't do that demonstration. You made it too hard for him. Yeah, but he's got to. He's taking money from people at the end of the day, so he should do it. That'll make a difference. He should do it. And one guy coming and talking about, oh, what about your product versus black paint? Like, man, you ever seen the grin on the Grinch's face when he figured out how to take Whoville? Yeah, it's kind of grin you just gave me when people make that statement. Which one you want? I got over 30 of them. Which one you want? I'm going to go to the website. Go to the website right now. I got them plastered all over my website. I got a 1,000-page slideshow in there. Shows every test that we ran on a black paint. Anything you could possibly name, we throw it against the screen. Which one you want? I got one that actually showed me drawing into the screen. Which one you want? Okay. Just want to check. All right, well, that's basically about it. I got to come back in, put the challenge in, and then I got to be outside tonight to do a 180-inch picture shot for football on the 250. I'm going to do it on the 250, and then I'm going to do one on the 180 shot. And then we're going to be outside on the 44s. I need to get shots for that. And then tomorrow, we're going to blast the customer screen because I got to do a beta on that one with the number on the back of it. Sorry, test batch for that one. And we're going to have 2.0 outside, football displays outside. And we'll put some challenges on it. We'll put the slip server out there, all that good stuff. All right, that's basically about it. And he's going to rant for all day about this. He's definitely going to rant. Like, oh my God, I can't believe you put me on blast. You put me on blast. Dude, you should be doing these tests. You should. No one should ever have to ask you to do this. No one should ever have to ask you to do these tests. Before you even sell a product, it's supposed to be tested. That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard in my entire life. I mean, think about it. Everything you have in your apartment literally has been tested before they put a price tag on it. Washing machine, dishwashers, refrigerators, and everything. You drive at the end of the day. How would you like to be driving around in your vehicle and your brakes haven't been tested properly? Well, there you go. You'd be angry and upset. You're driving one day and whoop, brakes go up underneath of you, and you find out that the brakes were never tested by the company. They just decided to just make them, advertise them, and throw them out there for people to buy. You'd be ticked off. You'd be wanting to get a lawyer. Oh, there you go. That's why you need to test your stuff. My goodness. I can't believe that. People sit there and tell me stuff don't have to be tested. Okay. That's the best theory I ever had right there. It's a good one right there. All right, gotta go, people. We gotta come back in and put this challenge. After that, I'm gonna go eat some breakfast. Breakfast.